Salt peanuts. Salt peanuts. Oh wait, not too loud. Salt peanuts. Salt peanuts.
Why not too loud?
Well, I don't want to be really loud.
Oh, Gracie, you already fucked it up.
Sorry.
Oh, well, welcome to the show. Welcome to Going Nuts, everybody. I'm Glenn Baker.
And I'm Gracie, the female comedian.
Oh, boy.
And I get to say that for now on, female comedian.
You mean the first female comedian?
No.
Okay. Well, what she's talking about is she had a show last night, everybody, and we will have a film of that set and that whole night. It went well, I thought.
Yes, we did. And we have a guest today.
We do have a guest.
A guest.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, our next guest is a very, very dear friend of ours. We haven't seen him in a while.
20 years, maybe?
Probably 20 years, yeah, man. I mean, he's a television producer. He's an editor. He's worked on all sorts of TV shows. Ladies and gentlemen, our very good friend, Joe Herrera.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up? How you doing, man?
Not bad. How you doing? Gracie, I love the blue.
Oh, thank you very much.
You look the same, man.
You look the same.
I beg to differ, but thank you. You guys look exactly as I remember as well.
Thank you.
I guess that's
How
a
long
good,
has it been? Has it been 20 years?
It's like 20 years, 97, I think, wasn't it?
No, maybe like 98, 99 or something like that.
No, didn't we meet him from the plays? Does one act plays? Is that where we met him at?
Okay, well, we all met at Cerritos College during the summer of '97. That's when we were in those summer one-act plays, and then I was there till like '98 or. 99.
That's when the three of us met. But Glenn, you and I,
met.
we had known each other for at least a year prior.
Okay, yeah, that's when we met.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
We met in David Furtick's cinema class. Yeah,
that's right.
Mr. Furtick's class.
David Furtick.
Film class?
Yeah, his film class. David Furtick was in Rob Zemeckis's
his student film.
His student film. What was it called?
I forgot. I remember he used the score from the Great Escape.
Right.
And it was an impressive production value for like a USC student film. I think they actually commandeered a bus for a street stunt. And our teacher David Furtick, he showed us his class, and then he's unrecognizable because it's like 30 years younger, and he's like under a bunch of makeup. But he plays a terrorist who holds the bus up and goes, "Everybody be quiet. I'm going to commandeer this bus and take it to Cuba." And
I'm taking this bus to Cuba or something like that.
That's right.
It was a satire or kind of like a protest movie against the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
And you can look the movie up. What is the name of it?
Is it on YouTube?
It might be something of honor, something of
Badge of Honor or Medal of Honor.
No, Badge of Honor was the fake TV show in LA Confidential.
Was it Medal of Honor? It won an Academy Award for a short film.
Yeah, it won the student shorts.
Yeah.
Did we go to that as well?
I don't think so.
I feel all right. I went to because in around 97, 98, I went to the Student Academy Awards and Ed Harris hosted it.
Oh no. Zemeckis won that when it came out in the early 70s.
Yeah.
So he won that award, and then they showed it, I believe, in the Back to the Future documentary. Yeah, because it's mostly about Zemeckis and Gale, the guy who wrote
that's right.
Back to the Future. So they kind of do like a little documentary, a mini documentary on Zemeckis in the middle of it. And they showed it, and they showed Mr. Furtick's scene.
Oh, wow.
And I'm watching it, and I'm like, dude, we watched that in class. But anyways, yeah.
That was a great class.
It was a great class.
It was like the best Saturdays of my college experience, because there was some structure to the class, and then we just kept taking it. And I think Cerritos would only allow you to repeat a class like 3 times.
Yeah.
Right.
But we kept getting special permission for him to keep retaking it. And by that point, we didn't even go through any of his curriculum. We just hung out in his office while the noobs were like, watching his Zemeckis films and shit like that.
Right.
And we would just fucking talk shop the whole time. And then he had all of these Super 8 cameras. It was like the first real, like, okay, this is what you're going to do. Just get out, shoot, bring it back, and then we'll all discuss it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And it was just, it was everything that we could have wanted, because he actually took care of the development and everything too.
Yeah.
I remember he lived at like somewhere out here in the valley, and he took it to like Yale Labs, which is no more.
That's right. That's right. You would just give him the, your footage. He'd develop it for you,
Yeah.
And then he even had the little tiny moviola for the Super 8 that you had to, edit together and cut it and splice it and, tape it together and make your little movie and all that.
Oh wow.
So, I mean, yeah, it was really just kind of like throwing you into the fire as far as like just his whole thing was just, you need to get out and do it. Like, I can show you what other people kind of do and how they suggest. You just need to go out and do it. And he kind of showed us some basics, like how to shoot reversals and the importance, of continuity and stuff like that.
Right.
But Glenn, I do remember. Do you have any of those? Do you have any of those on VHS or anything?
I have everything on VHS. I still have to transfer it to, digital. But I got all the VHSs. I've got Drunk Driver, the movie I did with David. The one I don't have, and I was remembering it last night, was the little anthology that we did. We called it a party.
Oh shoot! And, we shot that on video.
We shot that on video.
That's right. That was a nutty. Oh my God! That night was nuts. we invited basically all those psychopaths who ended up taking that class,
right,
to the house, because we were like, we need to stage a party, and it was at my house.
Yeah.
And we're like, we need to stage a party. And we would never bring these guys over because they would literally carry weapons to school.
Oh, wow.
Like true.
This one big weird dude, he reminds me of that one character in Trailer Park Boys with the glasses.
Great.
You know Gracie, what I'm talking?
Yeah, Gracie actually met him. His name was I'll say his name, Tim.
Okay.
His name was Tim Bohannon.
Tim Bohannon.
And shout out to Tim if you're watching, man.
Thanks,
I did.
He was this big giant dude. He always wore black.
Yeah.
And he talked kind of like this. Hi, how you doing? And he had a bunch of weapons all the time on him.
He just had guns and shit. Like literally in his fucking JanSport, he had guns and like Bowie knives, not like little switchblades.
Wow.
Fucking Bowie knives, like Crocodile Dundee. And we're like, we need these guys over at your house, Joe. Come on. I'm like, fucking this dude. All right, fine, bring him. And he doesn't come alone. He comes with these two older dudes who are like a fucking sitcom and a half between the two of them.
They were like the old guys on the Muppet Show, basically, but
except they drank and fucking smoked and talked so much shit.
Yeah, exactly. So he brought those guys over, and we staged a party at his house, and we filmed an anthology because that was what was popular. I think 4 Rooms was out.
That's right.
And then we're like, we're going to do the same thing, 3 directors, Joe, David, and me. And we're going to do just a short movie about a party. And then we're just going to kind of put it together and tie it in together. And we did it all at that party.
Yes.
It was a nutty
experience.
And
but
you
actually,
don't know where it's at? Glenn, you don't know where it's at?
I don't know where that movie's at.
I will have to ask Dave, I guess. I don't know if he has any idea where anything is, though. I just because like he's married.
Right. He's married and with child.
He's with child, and I believe his wife is expecting another.
Oh wow!
I believe this is what I'll have to check the socials, but
yeah.
It really was. You know what? That movie really was kind of like a glimpse into like the dynamic of our friendship in a way.
Yeah. It was
like yours was, of course, it was about a dude who needed a joint.
Yeah.
And, but you actually you took time and you planned some shots out, and like you got like you even rigged up your a light to hit above you, so you got, and you're like, it's just my Robert Richardson shot. And you laid out like a white tablecloth and all that, so you had like this pool of unexplained light right here, and you're smoking a joint like the cloud. So Glenn definitely was, I'd say, of all of us, you were definitely the one who had the keenest eye. You had the keenest eye, and you took the most amount of time to like really concentrate on your shots, and it really showed. Your movies were very impressive.
He hasn't changed.
Well, thank you very much.
Changed.
Yeah,
he hasn't changed at all. He's still doing the same. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it took us an hour just to set this up right here and all that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I was remembering that movie last night, and yeah, we all did just this little part of a movie, and we based it around one per character, or was it multiple?
Yeah, I think it was Dave. Dave play. Oh
yeah.
Wait, we were gonna have Dave be the weird guy because there's gonna be two hosts. There's gonna be a main guy and his weird brother, and Dave was gonna be the weird brother, but we had somebody else in mind to play the main guy, and then it might have been Bill, but I can't imagine Bill saying no.
Yeah, I think that maybe Bill wasn't available,
or something. And then Dave stepped into the lead role, and then this other weird ass dude was was the weird guy. So that kind of just that kind of fit, and it kind of worked because Dave is actually a really good actor. And he knew how to. We originally wanted to shoot it on Super 8, which meant it would have been a silent medium. Right. But then we opted to go to video because there was no way we could light anything because we didn't have fucking lights. So we just shot in video, but we still shot it as it was silent. So the intention was we're going to cut all the sound and just use the visuals and probably just lay down. Oh, we each have 3 individual tracks too. Yours was you had Satisfaction by
Devo.
Devo, that's right.
Devo's
Satisfaction by Devo, and I used fucking the Bee Gees, Staying Alive. My story was about like a party crasher.
Yes.
Played by my friend James Curtis.
Yes.
That's right. I did cast James Curtis for that.
Yeah. I remember that.
And then yours was just about that same guy. I just need a joint, and you you.
So David was the main character throwing the party, and the first one, some guy crashes the party. The second one, he's just trying to get a joint, basically. And I played the dealer, and I had some footage of me from before, like I was picking it up and driving, and I put that up. And I get to the party, and the whole idea was that this joint gets to the party, it gets passed all along the party, and it finally gets to him, and there's nothing there, or it's tiny. And then I think they fight for it or something. Or no. In your short, I think he wound up in the pool or something, right? Somebody jumped in the pool.
Yeah, James Curtis took he got stunt and wet pay for that. He jumped in the pool. Hey, I'll do it. All right, do it.
Yeah, and I don't remember how mine ended. I remember
yours. You brought that guy back. You ended up. Yours ended with him just getting asked out. Yours was the middle one.
The middle one, the downer. He just doesn't get it.
He just doesn't get. Yeah, he doesn't get his. And Dave's was a full-on fucking romance. He used Dean Martin's "That's Amore" because he was obsessed. He was obsessed with the grumpier old man soundtrack at that time. And he would do that. He would become obsessed with like weird, obscure music from time to time. And like, since I was the one that fucking drove everywhere for the most part, like we would always play his music whenever we hung out. So I'm like, yeah, sure. Throw that weird German song on.
Dankeschön by Wayne Newton.
Yeah, that was also on the Grumpy Old Man soundtrack.
Right.
So he played That's Amore, and it was about him trying to get the attention of a young lady. Nancy Iskandar was the girl.
Oh, that's right, huh? Yeah. And then he ends up dancing with her at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
And then that's how it ends. And we did these credits on cardboard paper, and we just like scroll down.
Lucas would have been proud.
So you guys both have come a long way from that class.
Yes, a long way. It's funny, because when I called you, we touched bases. I was editing our last show, And I'm there just, on my laptop, and I'm like, yeah, Joe, so what are you doing? And he's like, well, I'm an editor. And I'm like, great. I could use some help right now.
Sure, yeah. What kind of files you got?
Well, anyways, God, there's so much stuff about Cerritos and all our films that I remember, and we can get all into it. But how have you been, man? I mean, how was this last year treating you?
We're still here, the three of us, and it's just been the three of us for pretty much like the past 14 months, as it's been. It's been kind of rough though. There's just, there's this kind of like new veil of I don't want to say paranoia, but this new veil of concern, going out now. We've all been vaccinated in this house, save the 6-year-old, but still, when we're kind of going out doing our routine, I still kind of, I usually wear a hanky around my neck, so I'm still like lifting it above my nose, just because like when I'm in the vicinity of people.
Sure.
So I mean, pull it down when you feel safe. Like if you're on a hike and there's nobody like around, we'll pull it down.
Sure.
But for the most part, indoors, I always have it up. It feels weird going to a bank with like a hanky above here. I'm just like, no, and you can't even make a joke about it,
Yeah. No.
So.
You just go, yeah, I need to make a withdrawal.
You mean you stand in line at the banks?
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, I need to get quarters.
Yeah, well, same here. It was pretty rough, for the restaurant industry. But then we got to open up again, outdoor dining, and that's opened up a whole new thing, basically.
That's awesome.
And I've said this before, if anything good came out of this whole lockdown and quarantine, I mean, it brought out the hustle in everybody, because just people are finding another way to hustle, and it's become the new way of hustling.
Yeah.
Her show last night, I mean,
because I had a comedy for almost a year. I mean, I didn't really want to go out. Some people are doing shows, but I wanted to wait till I got vaccinated before I actually got anything booked.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, for sure. How did it go?
It went pretty. I had a show on Sunday, and then I had a show yesterday, and then I got booked for one on Thursday. So
nice.
So that's pretty good. It's been fun. I was, because we had a whole thing saying if I was terrible, I wouldn't be saying the female comedian anymore. I would be saying Gracie or Armijo.
You killed it though. You take that credit. The first ever female comedian.
No, I'm not going to say that. Then that would make me way old. No.
No. But there was no
Joan
Rivers,
Toby Fields.
What about Lucille Ball?
She wasn't a comedian. She was an actress.
What about Fanny? What's her name? Fanny Bryce?
Fanny Bryce?
Or how about Pearl? What was her name with that? What that we used to wear a hat with a price tag on it?
Minnie Pearl?
Oh, Minnie Pearl.
Oh, she was on Hee Haw.
Oh, wait, how about Phil Diller?
Phil Diller. Excuse me.
Now this is interesting, because we actually, Gracie, you auditioned for those short plays that they did in the summer at the student written directed short plays.
Right.
Because that's where I think like we all met, like all of us, right?
Right.
Yeah, and it was funny because my two friends, they dragged me over there to go audition.
Right.
I'm like, okay, come on, audition. And then I auditioned for the one part because I go, oh, there's no lines. This is like the best part for me.
Oh, you're the stenographer.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then I guess somebody quit, and then they asked me to do this other part. But the two girls that I went to audition with, they didn't get picked for anything.
Oh, that's right. But those two ladies were part of Kevin Hoggard's stand-up class.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. And you two had stand-up class together, right?
That's right.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Huh?
Yeah. Because I knew the three of us had known each other before the 1X, but I didn't know if like these worlds,
yeah,
this Venn diagram had overlapped yet.
Yeah, I think the stand-up was after the 1X and all that, I think.
Was it? I don't. You know what? Honestly, I don't remember. It's been so long, I don't remember.
Because that class was new, actually. I mean, I know that the improv class was there, but the stand-up Comedy Class was
yeah,
brand
that was
new.
like yeah, Kevin was like doing that, and he got us at the Comedy Store.
That's right.
Yeah, you guys.
Judy
So
Carter.
Like,
I remember
it was like our
Judy.
final.
Yeah, Judy Carter. We used the Judy Carter book. That was our book too. I remember that because I remember I got hers. I got it autographed by Judy Carter.
She stole a tip from me at the Improv. So no, Judy Carter. Like because I used to be at that Improv on Melrose like all the fucking time because that's where Second City was.
Right.
And I went and I put like money down and all that, and this woman came bustling in and all that like with like 5 bags and shit, and just was like, okay, can I get my drink? And wasn't really paying attention to the bartender. Okay, thanks. Looks at my tip right there. This is from me.
What?
Literally fucking does that like right in front of me. I'm like, and I'm stunned. I don't say anything for like.
Was that a joke?
That would have been amazing.
Was that a joke?
No, she stole his money.
Oh.
Wow.
So yeah. No, I think the bartender knew that it was mine too, because like he saw the look on my face and he's like, that's Judy Carter. Don't. She's like that.
That's crazy. I forgot about that class.
But I remember I wasn't there for that night, but I saw the video of that night with your performance and yours, and that was the first time I really like saw her do like.
I think Bill was in that class too, right? Bill.
Did he do that class?
Bill and David probably.
Yeah, David did. Yeah,
David
did.
You know
what? Bill did do that.
I think Bill did do that.
Okay, class. He had my favorite just joke, like written joke, of all of us that were in that class, and it was I was driving and I saw a sign that said "Speed check by radar." I didn't believe it until I got a ticket from Gary Berghoff, which. Like,
I remember that joke, but I never heard it. I heard it from her. She said, "Bill."
You said, "Do you take in Bill's material?"
No. She's telling me. She's like, "Oh yeah, Bill. Yeah, he's in the class too. He has one good joke. He talks about a radar, and then he mentions the guy from MASH. She mentions the guy from MASH. I forgot his name. And I was like, yeah, that is pretty funny.
Oh shit, I love it.
How about Bill? I mean, she talked to Bill probably like before we started this podcast. She talked to him on social media.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Bill in ages.
Yeah, he's out there. He's married. He married Sylvia.
Yeah.
And he's like, but he's kind of new to social media. Like I think he avoided it for a long time, and now he's on it. No, he's still funny. He had a birthday roast. Sylvia threw him a birthday roast like at the end of last summer sometime, and I just fucking crashed it. Like I had a Zoom link. I literally just linked on. And I popped in. I don't know if anyone was speaking. I just know that Sylvia goes, "Uh-oh, look who it is." And then I just tore into Bill. And then I was like, but honestly, happy birthday. All right, see you guys. And I logged out. So probably rude. I'm sorry about that, Bill. Sorry, Sylvia. But,
I'm sure he enjoyed it.
I bet it was the highlight of the party.
Wait, so the both of us after... Because I think, what are we saying? The split point between like where our worlds diverge and all that shit. I think that was like around 99 or 2000.
I think so.
I graduated Long Beach in 2000, and then I immediately started working. Like I got an assisted job like that.
Oh, good.
And I worked in Westwood. So I lived in Cerritos, and I started going to Westwood, and then eventually I moved in with my girlfriend, who lived in Long Beach. And so then I was commuting from Long Beach to Westwood, and that's one of the worst commutes in the world on that 405. It just crushes your soul every single morning.
The parking lot.
Yeah, it's the worst. But I did that, and then from there I started getting into production work, and then I just kind of found that unscripted work was easier to get into than scripted work. So I started working reality shows, and then that's how eventually I became a producer.
Cool.
Yeah, because I remember someone saying, "Oh, Joe works for MTV or something like that."
I heard Showtime.
Yeah. So both of those are true.
Okay. By the way, what are you puffing on, Joe? Share.
Yeah. So this is, I peeled this vape off a while ago. I peeled the label off, and it's one of these that's now stuck on my Mac. I don't know. All I know is that I can tell you. Oh, you know what this is? This is that Jack Herrera.
What?
This is that Jack Herrera.
Oh, Jack Herrera.
Yeah.
Classic sativa.
I'm a vapor indoors now because I got the 6-year-old, and now the 6-year-old can identify. She can identify that funny smell. So that was like, all right, yeah, got to stop making it so obvious. So yeah, it's just, vape pen 24/7 for the most part, and then when she's in bed on the weekends, I'll take a walk or take like a walk out in the parking lot or something like that. Just get some of that herb.
Gotta do it. Gotta do it.
How long you been alcohol free, bro?
3 years, 4 months.
Nice.
February 8th of 3 years ago was my last.
When we started our first podcast.
Around that time, yeah. It was just not cool anymore.
But you know what? When weed was legal, when it became legal, is that when you started? You stopped?
Actually, yeah, the year that was 2018, the year it was legalized for recreational use. That wasn't the reason why, actually, but I quit drinking, and then I was like, oh, well, it's there. I would like to see what this whole dispensary experience is like. And so, yeah, that's when I got back into cannabis, because I stopped smoking.
Fuck, I just remembered something, Glenn.
What's that?
You and I ran into each other sometime in the early naughty oddies. It was at the Yard House.
At the Yard House. Yeah.
And you were wearing this fucking pimp ass fucking coat. I remember.
I still have that coat. It's a black coat with a like fur right here. Fake fur.
So fucking cool. I just was like, God damn. That's good.
I remember that night. Yeah, I was there with my friend Mike, and it was my friend David's birthday that night.
Right.
And me and Mike sat with you at your booth, and we were shooting. Yeah. We were having fun, and all of a sudden we had to leave because my friend David was being carried out. And we're like, oh, Joe, we gotta go, man, because we were his ride pretty much, and we're like, oh, we gotta go. David passed out, and they were carrying him out, and I'm like, dude, I have to leave. It was good seeing you, and then it's rad. Yeah, that was at the Yard House.
But I think I remember you telling me then that you quit smoking weed and you just drink.
Yeah, you should have told me then. You're an idiot. Why did you do that?
Nah, because I was just happy to see you, bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm kidding, but it just got out of control where it spilled out into my work life.
Yeah,
and people at work are telling you, hey, are you okay? Do you have a problem? And it's somebody younger than you that's telling you this. It's like big reality check. But it was I posted up every year on my Instagram because it really was a moment of clarity type moment where the whole world just stopped, time stopped. And I was just like looking around, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm like, that's it. I'm like, this is my last drink. I'm not even going to finish that. And this girl that I'm with sucks. And everything that I've been doing has kind of sucked because of this.
He's not talking about me. He's talking about somebody else.
No. Yeah.
That's why it wasn't talking about me.
And I just started relating alcohol to everything negative. That's how it kind of works. And then it's like something clicks, and it's like, that's it. I'm done. It's time to meet Mother Mary again.
But when we went to Spain, you drank though, right? When we went to Spain?
Oh, well, I was still an alcoholic in Spain. That was 2016.
Was it 2016
you went? Yeah. She's trying to say that I fell off the wagon. No,
I didn't know I know you fell off the wagon, but I was trying to think that you were drinking then too still.
Oh, yeah, of course I was. Anyways, hold that thought. We're going to take a quick little break. we're talking about my alcoholism.
If you want, we can move on to mine.
Were you an alcoholic?
Well,
No,
here's the thing. I mean,
well-
we all drank a lot. And,
Oh my God, yeah.
And I mean, all my friends did. But it's just the way I see it. I mean, I really don't see everybody as having a problem with it or being an alcoholic. It's just some people can, some people cannot. I don't. How can I explain this? I mean, I was like using it for therapy. I was using it to escape. I was using it because there was something wrong up here.
Right.
So, once you start getting all that settled, you weed out all the shit that makes it worse, and you start dealing with your issues. The way I look at this, honestly, and there's people out there who just totally disagree, but this is medicine. I mean, this is medicine. There's just no other way of looking at it. What am I going to do? Go to therapy and then get prescribed antidepressants and, get hooked on shit like that? I mean, is that better? I don't think so. But anyways, I'm in a better place and I'm getting better, and I want to continue to get better. That's the whole point of life.
Yeah, absolutely. Proud of you, man.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
Well, we wouldn't be doing this kind of show or anything if he was still drinking at all.
I don't think we'd be able to.
No, I don't think
Oh
so.
boy.
Either.
I'm going on about 14 months myself.
14 months.
Yeah, 14 no drink. The last, actually, right before the country, just everything shut down. The last trip I made was to spring training for my birthday.
Dodgers?
Yeah, Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like the weekend of March 8th. It was when we went, and then the following week, everything got shut down in California. We all got sent home, and that started the remote work revolution, which I'm very proud of. I'm very happy that the model works for all of us in the post-production industry. We can cut from home.
Cool.
I love it. I absolutely love it. If I never have to set foot in another office again, I will not.
Nice.
This just works. And yeah, I'm able to do a lot more stuff. But yeah, my last drink was my birthday. And then when I came home, we got shut down, and my wife said, well, I'm going to go get some groceries. Do you want a 6-pack of anything? I was like, no, not anymore.
Yeah. Wow. And sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but I mean, the lockdown brought out a lot of alcoholism.
It did.
I mean, the industry went up, and then people were getting divorced and all sorts of shit. And here you are saying, no, I'm going to abstain. And that's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. It was kind of clear to me in the beginning. I'm like, this is not going to go away in 2 weeks, because people were talking 2 weeks. Fuck Nuts was saying Easter or whatever the fuck he was saying. And
yeah, the carrot.
Yeah, that motherfucker. But I knew that we're going to be here for a while. I was thinking 2 years roughly or whatever. But so I took advantage of that. I was like, no, none of that. I'm just going to smoke a lot of weed. Because I don't hate myself after I smoke weed. There is an actual period of deep self-loathing after you drink. I mean,
absolutely. Oh my God. There's a reason why it's called a depressant.
Yeah.
It doesn't just bring your whole biology down. It brings your mind down. I mean, you go to the deepest depths of hell and you start thinking the worst things.
Wow.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's
but like you said,
correct.
That doesn't happen with cannabis.
No, never has.
No.
I've never apart from this is what we're going to get into next, Glenn. Apart from the very first time I ever smoked weed, I
when
never
was that?
Lost myself. That would have been
who introduced you to
February of 1996 with you. Son of a bitch.
I was like, you gotta try this shit. You gotta try this shit. It's gonna change your life. I kept telling
that conversation happened in David Furtick's class. Inside that class, because I had the weekend to myself, And yeah, you were like, come on, we're gonna do it. No, I think your dad.
You
and your
need
mom,
this. Yeah, my parents were going out of town.
so we were just gonna like go hit up your place in Downey.
Mhm.
And Dave at that point had been through the ringer of every drug known.
Pretty
and
much.
was like, yeah. I was just like,
wow.
no, I like to drink. And like, that was his thing. Like, I like
Yeah,
to
yeah,
drink and smoke cigarettes.
Right.
But you looked at him, like, are you going to do it, Dave? And he was like, all right. Just like, all right. Can we drink too? And sure enough, we did. And I was like, okay, fine, let's go. I remember on the way to your house from my place in Cerritos to your place in Downey, K-Rock played that one song that went, let's go smoke some pot. Dun, 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 let's go. It's some like ska band. They parodied.
It was a parody of The Hop.
Yes.
Let's go to the Hop. Oh, baby,
Yeah.
Let's go smoke some pot. I forgot who did that.
That song was on the radio on the way to your house.
You guys have really good memories.
Wait, wasn't that Kevin and Bean's own little song?
Probably.
Didn't they
Was
record?
it?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that was playing on the way
to your place.
to my house.
Yeah. So at that point, it was like, all right, this is going to happen. I mean, So we got there and you fucking had a honey bear bomb.
Oh yeah. I made that for you because of True Romance. I wanted, it was like
That's
the
right.
tribute to Brad Pitt.
The Brad Pitt bong.
Brad Pitt
bong.
You know what? I was trying to like appeal to you. I was like, this is in the movie.
Yeah. Well, I really felt like Brad Pitt.
One of Brad Pitt's finest performances, by the way, hands down.
Oh, absolutely. He praises it as one of his favorite performances.
His favorite parts.
Yeah.
What else do you remember from that night?
Jesus Christ.
Well, I remember rolling up, like the first joint. We went out in the backyard, sat in a circle, and it was very ritualistic. And we passed it around. I was showing you how to hit it and hold it in, and then you said, "When do we each get our own of these?" And then I said something like, well, the idea is to roll one and pass it around, Well,
that's the number one. Because to me, at that point,
not anymore. Now it's everyone gets their own.
Yeah, not anymore. Now everybody.
We're in our 40s, so yeah. There's certain,
But I do remember that you had a pleasurable experience that night.
I had a blast.
Yeah.
I had too much of a blast. For one is, I remember feeling like when I stood up, I still felt like I was sitting down. So then I started ranting about us growing short. And I remember looking at Dave and I said, Dave, why am I so short? And I kept repeating it to him. And Dave was God knows where at this point, because I have no idea what high Dave, the mental state of that was. But I was freaking him out because he kept saying, dude, you're kind of freaking me out. And
Glenn,
the worst part about it,
I don't think this was a good idea, Glenn.
And the worst part about it was I was drinking too. So I ended up getting really drunk and really high, and I think that was a mess. But I do remember having a blast. And then I think that kind of kicked off that summer, because that summer we were nothing but high. We were just high and drunk the entire summer in '96. We'd fucking get high and go see Twister. And then we'd fucking get drunk and high, and then we go see fucking Independence Day.
You're right.
And
every other movie that came out that
came out, like, hey, let's go see the ghost and the what was it? The ghost in the darkness. Yeah. Get fucking drunk, get high. Whoa, shit, that lion killed Michael Douglas.
Or it was, hey, let's go see something, and then I would be like, well, can we smoke out before? Can we get drunk first?
And that's kind of what that's pretty. Holy shit, we saw the Star Wars reissues at that fucking Lakewood theater. Do you remember that fucking palace?
The big giant auditorium in Lakewood on Candlewood and Clark.
I
think it's still there.
Is that big, huge, giant screen still there?
I haven't been there. And
Oh, they might have even made it a bunch of little small theaters.
the last movie I saw in that auditorium, that big theater, was the King Kong, Peter Jackson.
Oh, nice.
That's the last time. That was 2006.
Five.
So I haven't been there. I haven't been there since. But is it still there?
The movie theater's still there.
It might be a multiplex now, and
Yeah.
I would hope that giant auditorium is still there because.
Damn, that was amazing.
Yeah, we saw all 3 Star Wars reissues, right?
Yeah. And you were like, I remember you were excited because it's like, we're going to smoke a joint before, get close to the front. And when that Star Destroyer comes overhead, we're going to be like, whoa.
Holy shit. And I can't wait to see that Jabba the Hutt.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Still sits three rows to the front. Do you watch the movie theater when you go? Do you sit really close to the movie?
No way. I sit as far back as I can now. It's like, well, even if you're gonna like watch an IMAX or something like that giant screen, I find that if you're back there, for one, nobody's behind you, so you ain't got to worry about none of them. You can kind of lounge a little bit more. Plus, you can see the entire fucking screen.
No. I just have a thing about sitting close and having it really big and in my face.
I get that.
And I don't sit in the front. I sit like in the 3rd row.
Right.
You know,
so still got like a nice view of everything.
And plus, there's not a lot of people like to sit in that row. So, you always, I have more room or whatever.
Well, it's interesting you bring up like big, huge, like movies now. The only reason I go to the movie theater anymore is to see big, huge, giant tentpoles. Like right. I'm nowhere near the kind of movie goer, I guess,
right,
that I was when we were young, when we were, because we're talking about when we're in our 20s, right? 21, 20.
Yeah.
Like that's about the age that we were tearing it up. But we would go out, when he said we saw everything, we saw everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like if we had to seek out a movie that we read about, we would go, like we'd go to Pasadena, or we'd go to we've gone to Lemley's a couple times. Did you ever come with you?
Yes, Lemley's on Sunset, her and I too. I was like, I would tell her, we got to go see this movie. It's only playing at Lemley. We drive down there. I think I may have been the only like snotty one who would sometimes say, I'm not going to see that piece of shit or something.
No, you were not.
I never saw Godzilla, the first Godzilla remake.
Fuck that movie. I saw it for free, and it was a waste of my time.
But man, like you said, every fucking movie. Mars Attacks, I was remembering the other day. I think we all saw Mars Attacks together. You know what the 3 of us did? It's just popped in right now. We went to that Hollywood film festival, that Warner Brothers Film Festival.
That's right. Yeah.
Man's Chinese Theater.
They were showing all of their classic like movies per decade.
Warner Brothers.
Oh, that's right.
Starting with
Clockwork Orange and I went and saw Clockwork Orange. I think I might have taken somebody else.
That's right. That was probably maybe like the next day or something.
But we saw Goodfellas. For sure we saw Goodfellas. We saw Unforgiven.
And JFK.
Yeah.
And Oliver Stone came out and introduced it. Yeah, JFK.
Yeah. So
he just came out and talked, and he says, "Did anyone have any questions?" No, and then
nobody did.
Ran out.
I remember doing that. That was awesome because like and the whole theater was filled with nothing but film nerds.
Yeah,
like fellow film nerds and film geeks and shit. And like I remember the Steadicam shot in Goodfellas through the Copacabana, where it kind of goes through the line and then through the kitchen and then it eventually like lands on Henry Hill's table. I remember after that shot, I heard like a bunch of spattering applause like all throughout the movie theater. I was like, oh shit, they're applauding the shot. They're applauding the shot. They're applauding the shot.
Yeah, everyone is. What's everyone clapping for? They're applauding the shot.
That's what they're doing. Pay attention.
But yeah, it was Unforgiven, JFK, then Goodfellas was last. But earlier that day they were showing. I think they showed Casablanca and something else. And then the following day, yeah, they did Clockwork Orange like at midnight or something.
Yeah, I went and saw Clockwork Orange at midnight. I remember going to do that. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, that just came into my memory right now. I was like, oh yeah, we did that, didn't we? We went in Gracie's little sprocket with the top down.
I just don't remember any of that. Oh my gosh.
That little sprocket that she had.
Well, my daughter flipped it over,
Oh no.
but she's okay.
Oh, that's right. She
Yeah,
did. Wow.
And then she just walked out and she just nothing happened to her. It was kind of weird.
Is the sprocket okay?
No.
No.
Oh.
It's still in the junkyard now.
Oh boy.
She drives a Spider now, an MR2 Spider.
Nice. Good
But
you.
it's a 2003, so it's getting kind of old.
I mean, you know. from a
So she's
distance, it
thinking-
looks like an 06.
And she's thinking of the next tiny car to get.
The Miata.
You're
Mazda
gonna get a
Miata. The
Are we-
club.
Yeah, no, you've earned that.
Oh no,
for
the
sure.
sport. I want to get the sport.
The Sport.
But I went to go look at them and they're pretty nice. I might test drive one tomorrow, but I'm thinking of waiting till the end of the year to get it.
Cool.
So,
That's only a
So-
2-seater, Grace.
well, the one I have now is a 2-seater too.
Yeah.
At least that one has a trunk. My car now doesn't have a trunk.
Yeah, the engine's in the back.
And yeah, this one's the engine's in the front.
Ah,
It's kind of nice. I like small cars. There's no cars out there that are small. They're all like big. Cars are too big for me. I want to.
They're big.
I like little cars. I feel more comfortable and safer to drive it.
yeah, no, that makes sense.
So yeah, so you were talking when you don't get out to the movies much, except if it's like a big giant film. And it's pretty much the same. The last film I saw before the lockdown in a theater was a re-release of a movie called Come and See from Russia, an anti-war film that came out in the early 70s, I believe.
Right.
About World War II times in I'm going to get it all wrong.
Was
so,
it subtitled?
Of course it was subtitles. It's in Russian. Anyways, yeah, that was the last theater I went to. It was in Santa Monica. It was at the Santa Monica, the Lemley's over there. Is that
Right.
a Lemley's in Santa Monica? Yeah.
Santa Monica has a Lumley's. Yeah.
And that was the last film I saw in a theater. Come and See, really intense movie, a masterpiece, a forgotten masterpiece. I'd never heard of it.
Is
and
it in
my-
black and white?
No, it's color. You'll see an image of a little like blonde-haired boy looking really freaked out.
I
like
I
that.
have seen that. Like he's like looking like that,
Like-
and
Like he's having a fit, basically. It's a
Right.
hard movie to watch. It was
I'm aware of this movie. I just there's a the black and white one that I'm thinking is something the bird something.
what
It was-
decade?
I think it was recent.
Oh,
I have yeah.
fuck it.
Fuck it, let's go.
He's gonna
forward.
look it up later and text you and say, "This is the movie."
This is what it was.
It's one of those things where sometimes I will not sleep if I couldn't remember something. And
Yeah, Google's a cheat sometimes, but I get that. But however, I have learned that sometimes you got to let that part of your brain go and just fucking
Mhm.
grab your phone like, fuck this. I just got it. Okay, fine, whatever. That would have taken me hours.
Shortcuts.
But what I'm getting at is, I just don't go to the movies unless it's going to be a spectacular something for me to look at that I'm not going to get at home, because I got to tell you something else that this lockdown brought that I think is good is everything just bypassing movie theaters and coming straight to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, flat screen TVs are at the quality of a screen.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
you can get affordable sound and you could have that whenever you want. Plus, I love the idea of just chilling on my couch. You know,
Yeah.
like that's why I
Yeah.
love watching movies.
Uh-huh.
You know, I've seen pretty much every movie. Like I saw as many Oscar nominated movies as I could, and I saw them all at home. and
Yeah.
that was fine.
Same here. You know, we did our little Oscar show, and yeah, I didn't go to the theater. I saw most of those films. I think it's cool too, that you can either just order it and, like you said, chill on your couch.
Yeah.
And that doesn't necessarily take away my love of like the big cinema and all that.
Yeah.
I like having copies of movies. I just bought a digital copy just to have on my Amazon of The Wild Bunch.
Oh, nice.
Which I have on DVD, I have a fucking laser disc of it, I think. And I also have a VHS. I saw that movie in its re-release in 1994 at the Cinerama Dome.
That's right.
Wild Bunch. Oh my God. It was the first time I had seen it too.
So I have a question for you guys. So you know how you took that class of film and stuff. So do you still watch a movie as a movie, or you still watch a movie where you're thinking about how it was made and all that kind of stuff?
I mean, I can't. I have a hard time turning it off.
Right.
It's just, it's kind of, it takes something to shut that off and get me invested.
Yeah.
You know,
it takes a really, really good fucking movie to like get you really into it, and where you totally forget. But now, also for me, since I've seen so many movies, it's like, you know formulas, you know what's going to happen, and it's like, okay.
Yeah.
And then I say, oh, that sucked, or that was well done, or whatever.
No, he's right. It's, you know, if there's a minor character that mentions like, well, it's a good thing that gas truck is going to make it safely across Highway 41. You know, like in about 20 or 30 minutes, that gas truck ain't making it across Highway 41.
Right. Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, all right. Thank you. Okay. I don't have to look out for. But no, it's difficult to turn it off. And, you know, I think that kind of comes to where like the snobby, as you called it, Glenn, or the elitist attitude comes, because that guy you were talking about, like, I won't fucking watch that. I do that shit all the time. All the fucking time. And it makes it a little difficult for my wife to suggest movies. I mean, you know, she gets it right sometimes.
What is the last movie you two saw together that was her suggestion?
Her choice?
Yeah. And you either loved it or you were like, oh, okay.
No, I'm thinking just because
you guys remember everything, and look at that, he can't remember.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
That's how it is. That's how it is.
It's usually, yeah.
You know, I don't remember where I left my keys. It's like shit.
No. I need to think, because we have a 6-year-old in the mix who also chooses movies as well.
Right.
During those times.
Was it Soul? Was it
No, that was like a unanimous choice to watch Soul. But let's see. Oh, you know what? She wanted to watch Minari, and I wasn't in the mood to watch it.
Okay.
Because I was just like, fuck, I don't want to I don't want to get all fucking, because, you know, like Stephen
emotional.
Yan, yeah, and I didn't want to be like that. I don't want to watch a movie that's going to make me feel, god damn it.
Yeah.
But no, she's like, no, we want to watch Minari. And I was like, all right, fine. So we watched Minari, and I knew it was going to be fucking phenomenal. It was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah. Haven't seen it yet, though.
Check it out.
Will, though.
Yeah, absolutely. But there's so much choice, too. You know,
we have so much to watch. It's like,
it's ridiculous. And TV is on par with some of the best cinema that's out there, because you have cinematic folk working in the, you know, means of television.
Yeah.
And yeah, with all of these choices and the limited amount of time that we have, because, you know, my wife works full time. Our daughter goes to school full time. I have a full-time job. You know, I break my hours up. So like I work a little bit in the morning. I take some of the afternoon off so I can, you know, kind of be with my daughter and kind of care for her. Make them dinner, they go back, and then I go back to work like around 8:30, 9 o'clock, and I work for like a couple hours after that. So on one hand, like, where do you find the fucking time we can all sit down and do that? Usually for us, it's on the weekends. So one of us has to pick a movie, and my movies are almost always throwbacks for her. Like, hey, let's watch Pee-wee's Big Adventure. I think you'd like it. And, you know, she's like, he's silly. Why is he dancing like that? So it's kind of fun to see her do that. And then my wife does, she wasn't into movies the way we were into movies. So if she saw something, she saw it once when it came out. She doesn't remember it.
Right.
We watched Splash last month, The Family. And did you know they censored that movie on Disney Plus?
Oh wow!
Really?
Yeah. In the original movie, like you see Daryl Hannah's butt, and on Disney Plus they CGI'd her blonde hair to go like down to her thighs.
Really?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, and they don't have the Michael Jackson episode of The Simpsons on it at all. Like I think they scrubbed that shit.
Wow.
And what do you think about binging TV shows? Have you done that?
Oh, absolutely, I've done that. I mean, if it's good enough, like there's no way you could get enough of Breaking Bad. Like when Breaking Bad was on Netflix and shit, like it wasn't just me. I could tell. You could see people walking in like only gotten 2 hours of sleep because they were fucking binging like season 3 of Breaking Bad and shit. Like, oh shit, what's gonna happen to Hank? I could do it.
I know. I do the same thing. I think I was at my daughter's house watching her dog, and she goes, "Oh, Mom, I'm going to sleep in the bed," because they were gone for the weekend. I said, "Oh, because I slept on the couch. I've been watched TV."
But yeah, I mean, there is so much selection. I mean, so many TV shows, TV channels, streaming services.
Crazy.
And then I just find myself sometimes just watching the same old shit. Like hey, I'm going to watch Back to the Future again just because I want to. And I like that beginning part and all this shit. It's kind of like music, I guess. I've always looked at movies the same way I look at music. It's like a piece of music. It's something that you can just play over and over again if you like it. So it's like a nice shirt. You wear it over and over again. You take care of it. And
and then it becomes your shirt. Just like your music and your movies, it becomes like your music. That becomes those movies. You take a personal stake in it.
Yeah, they're like that's my jam right there. That's
exactly
my shit. I said shirt, like shirts. Like shirt. You haven't noticed anyone's shirt.
Your shirt's pretty fucking dope.
Oh, thank you. Hey, Joe, thanks for mentioning my shirt.
Is that a Tyrannosaur? Is that a Tyrannosaur Rex making margaritas?
No, he's holding a taco.
Oh, shit.
Is it Mexican? It's a Mexican dragon. I mean, a Mexican.
No, he looks like a tourist.
It's a Mexican dragon, she said. That's what.
What's a Mexican?
Yeah, a dinosaur.
No, I'm a Mexican dragon.
Is it a Mexican dinosaur?
It's a Tyrannosaurus Rex holding a taco. Damn it!
He has a sombrero on.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So he's a Mexican dude.
No, I don't think he's a I don't really think he's a Mexican dude. I think he's a tourist.
There you go. I agree. This Tyrannosaurus is named Bill, and he's visiting Puerto Vallarta right now and having a taco. Prehistoric Puerto Vallarta.
Where the hell did you get that shirt from? Instagram?
You know me, man. I'm a sucker for those Instagram ads.
I bought a fucking Sugar Skull shirt on Instagram. And I almost wore it, but I wore it to another event and it's wrinkled. And I was like, I ain't gonna wear no more fucking wrinkled shirt. But I did the same fucking thing, Glenn.
Right? Yeah.
I'm scrolling. I see an ad. That shirt would look fucking great on me. It's some weird, freaky third-party website and shit.
Oh yeah.
They're just gonna contact the real person and get the shirt and then charge me a surcharge. But I don't give a fuck. I just want that shirt.
Yeah. Shoot, I mean, I don't even know that I'm doing this. I'm just next thing you know, I just bought something.
Oh man. Yeah, we got a problem, Grace. We got a problem.
Yes, we do. No, I have a limit. And we have limits on our batteries. So we're gonna take another little break and then we'll start again.
Sounds good to me, man.
I need to get something to drink, some coffee.
Okay, I just stopped. Oh yeah. Oh shucks, did I just hit that again?
Mouth is getting a little cotton.
Hydrate. Oh, that is something I'm so happy I started like really taking seriously.
Drinking water?
Hydration. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I drink like 3 to 4 of these.
Oh shit, Glenn, what are you doing?
I'm pretty stoned.
So how long you been married?
It'll be 9 years. 9 years this September.
Nice.
I think.
And your little girl is 6, you said.
She's 6. She's going to be 7 in July.
I have a grandson. He's turned 7 in January.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. Yeah. She changed my life overnight. I mean, it really was. Like,
yeah.
Kind of like, yep. No, I'm part of something bigger than me now.
Right.
And where'd you meet your wife at? And this is not going on the show. We're just talking.
I mean, if you want, that's fine. I've no problem talking about that because this also relates to improv. Like I've been into improv like since we left college. And like,
okay.
It's kind of like a big part of because I know you went into improv too afterwards, right? Both of you did. Well, you went stand up. I didn't go deep into stand up. I kind of went for a couple of years doing stand up. But do you remember Riddell? Riddell Perez?
Me, no.
No.
Well, like way back, like in 2000, 2001 or so, we would still get out. We did the Ice House a couple times. We kept going back to the Comedy Store to see if we could get in the belly room. Like we did, what's his name? Dave, what's his name? Oh, shit.
Cook?
What?
No. Cook?
Whoever I know that he used to write for Variety, but he was also like a stand-up. He had a room on Sundays at the Ice House, but it was like a bringer show.
Oh, I think that guy died.
Yeah, McNary. That's who it was. I think it was Dave McNary. That's right. He did.
Yeah,
die.
he just died like COVID time.
That's right. So I did his room, and Riddell was in the class with us with Mr. Hoggard. Where I just eventually stopped doing it just because I didn't enjoy it as much as I did improv, and that's when I found Second City.
So do you know Chris Alvarado?
Yeah, of course. I know him from Cerritos. I know him from Second City, UCB, IO West. Yeah. Oh yeah. He got in. He dug in deep, and he got pretty big in that scene in Chicago and in LA. I think he runs in fact, he runs a podcast, improv podcast now. But
how about Forrest?
Forrest, I only know through social media. Like, I think he's trying to run his own theater somewhere in Orange County, isn't he?
I don't know. I don't talk to him. You know why? Because we had an improv. Okay, we were doing an improv like reunion thing.
Yeah.
And so
that's right. I was supposed to do that.
Yeah. So I went to I went to every rehearsal. He was in charge of it. I went to every rehearsal, and then days of the shows, he never put me in anything. He said, "Oh yeah," he said he always put everybody who didn't even go to rehearsals. He put them all in, and I said, "Well, what am I in?" And he goes, "Oh, you just jump in." I'm like,
so he never made you like lead. You just
no, he never. Yeah, I went to all the rehearsals for the improv, and he never put me in. And then we had like an after party, and then he was all drunk. So I think he has a drinking problem. He's like, "Fuck you, fuck you," and I'm thinking, dude. So
he did that to you?
Yes, and I'm thinking, really, dude? So when they did it this year again, remember when they were going to do a Zoom improv? Sylvia was in charge and Forrest was in charge. Right. They were doing a Zoom improv reunion.
Okay.
And then she was like messaging me like, "Oh, are you going to do it? It's not." And then I finally just said, "No, I'm not going to do it because why am I going to bother? If I was treated like that, a few years ago, he acted like an idiot with me. I'm not going to do it." So I just said, no, I'm not doing it. But I think it was Bill was in. But who wants to do a Zoom improv? How are you going to do that?
Yeah,
that's kind of hard. I mean, comedy itself is hard to do on Zoom, but an improv show on Zoom?
I mean, I've seen it really not work, and then I've seen it work. But the ones that I've seen it work, it's not like a show, kind of a show format. I have yet to actually watch. And I've watched, they like all these theaters, they kept putting shows out, and it would be the Zoom format, long form improv, not short form, long form.
Yeah.
And they were, a lot of them, I'm sorry to say, were about as you would expect it to be. The ones that I thought really worked were ones that kind of just broke the mold, they wouldn't even bother to make it a show, but it made it like a game show. and everybody was kind of themselves, and it was just a means for them to kind of bounce off each other, because I really feel that's what people missed. People missed human interaction. They missed seeing people just, being around each other and just kind of bouncing off ideas with everything. And that's really what worked, and that you can kind of do in this talking head format.
Mm-hmm. Well, I would think the only way to make it work is to adjust it to Zoom. I mean, I don't think you could do like, what am I selling on Zoom or something like that, right? You'd have to make it. I mean,
like
that's
interview.
Like that sounds fun. That sounds interesting, like a game show type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and you could have a lot of fun with that, but it's just, you got to learn. You need to learn to evolve and, work with what you're given, which,
Yeah, I mean, this is all like opened up a whole new market, like Zoom
and it's like what you said, Glenn. It's it's a new part of hustling.
Mm-hmm.
The way you present yourself now. How do you reach out to an audience that doesn't want to come to your theater? You gotta, give them a link. Maybe they'll give them a link. They'll watch you on your phone.
But yeah, anyways, I went to culinary school and I dove in head first into that whole industry.
That's awesome.
Trying to work at with the best people, like the best chefs.
Yeah.
All, fine dining. It was like a whole new world this whole new artistic world, basically, that I not only discovered, but always had an appreciation for. And I was just like, this is it. I was loving it. I was like, I'm living the dream, basically, as they say. You went to be a chef, you do your own thing, and now there it is. Got to work with like a lot of like important people in the industry. Got it like a few write-ups, and by food critics, things like that. So that's been my world for the last 15 years.
That's awesome.
Just became a chef. I remember the last time I talked to David, I told him that I was going to culinary school, and he kind of like looked at it like, like, why are you doing that? And I said, if I don't, I'm gonna regret that I didn't.
Yeah.
And if I ever want to get back into filmmaking or something, I think it's gonna be something that I can probably do. I don't think it would be a problem if I wanted to get back into, like, let's say writing.
Yeah.
Or at least doing this show, basically. So I mean, here we are doing it. So why don't you But yeah, I was in the culinary world and got to cook for a lot of crazy people.
Nice.
One of the restaurants I worked at, it was a Michelin star restaurant. We got the first Michelin star in America. And I was the head pastry chef there. I was executive pastry chef.
Holy shit.
And it was called Joe's Restaurant on Venice Beach. Okay. And we there were celebrities in there every night, pretty much. Like it was like really easy to like look over and it's, Malcolm McDowell having brunch with his family. Or who's that? That's Josh Brolin and Diane Lane. And every Sunday, Ron Perlman would come in with his son. And they would have the same thing. They would have some whatever, entree. And they had to have the dessert special, whatever dessert special I was having. And he would come over and Joe's restaurant was an open kitchen.
Oh, awesome.
So you could see out there and they could see you cooking and all that. So, it was just kind of cool seeing that big dude come over and, look over at me and just, good stuff. And just walk away.
That's awesome.
Okay, almost there. Any day now. I love technology.
So now Glenn's making his own little movies.
I've seen the way you cut. Yeah, I've seen the way you cut your cast, man.
So yeah, we talked a lot about movies. We talked a lot about a bunch of other shit. Joe, we're gonna get into this 99-cent store time.
All right.
All right. You're gonna watch us eat crap.
Can't wait to do that.
Today.
It's like we never left.
Today. So, don't announce the 99-cent
It's
store.
the 99-cent store time, everybody.
I'm waiting for them to do the little 99 cents. 99 cents.
Yeah, that's not in our budget.
But anyway, we have Super Sour Bear.
Super Sour Bear. What is it?
You know what? I'm finding out that the 99-cent store has a lot of vegan stuff. I think because nobody wants to eat it or something, so they send to the 99-cent store.
That could be a good reason why.
I have no idea. These are mango and apple, but I know that what they're doing now is calling everything that's a fruit or anything that doesn't have meat or dairy, they'll call it a vegan. I guess for people to start buying it. So anyway, this is what I have. It's a 100% fruit veg roll. That's what it's calling it. But it's
a what? What is
roll.
A veg roll?
Yeah, it's called Just Fruit, Just Veg. And look at it. Look at it. And it's like a little purse.
That's cute. Let me hold that up to our high-tech camera over here. Yeah, that's pretty.
It's cute, isn't it? It's like a little handle.
Okay,
so it reminds you of the little. Remember when you were a kid and you got those little animal crackers, the zoo. What were they called? The circus.
Okay, so come in little pouches like this. Now, and let's try this crap. Joe, did you wish you were here now? I mean.
In South El Monte?
Prize.
Absolutely.
I think they come with little prizes. Look at there's a prize.
Oh my God.
So look at it, it's like a little fruit roll up.
I know. Do you have a prize?
But that's a veg roll?
Yeah.
That's what they call it, a veg roll?
Yeah.
That could
Isn't it
easily
kinda
be
weird?
mispronounced.
And it comes with like a game thing on here.
Is that to take your mind off of the
What
taste?
you're eating?
I think so. See this kind of.
It doesn't even peel like.
No, it doesn't. Not. It looks like oh man, it looks like a cable from the computer.
It's not too bad.
And it's just as hard.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's really good.
Honestly, I mean, it's real sour.
It's supposed to be sour. It's just sour. Sour bear.
Sour bear, mango and apple. I don't taste mango. I don't taste apple. I just taste sour and cable.
Sour cable.
It's not.
Yeah. Look, if you got nothing else to eat, folks, and you were dying or whatever, this is all you had. Well,
Well, it's like eating candy.
it's really, really sour.
I like sour items.
Thumbs down on that.
Okay. So we have a new segment, guys.
Yes, everyone
LP.
knows I'm a vinyl junkie, and I've got some new vinyl. I want to say shout out to Glim's Vintage. They're a record store in Long Beach. Shout out to Patrick and Alexander. They talking about the same thing, new hustle, new ways of doing things. My vinyl collection expanded during the lockdown because, record stores are taking the opportunity to put stuff on social media and selling it there. Basically,
Tower Records is coming back.
Tower Records is coming back. I didn't know that. Anyways, yeah, they put their shit up on Instagram basically, and you got to claim it.
Yeah, they're adapting.
And
that's a nice way to bring up demand, isn't it?
Exactly, and then they'll even ship for you, or you could go pick it up at their record shop. But anyways, they do the looking for you. They find those gems, for you. And then you just say mine, you do, or dibs. You call dibs and you pay for it. hence why my record collection has gotten very big. Anyways, I got a new shipment from Glenn's Vintage, and I want to open it on here on the show.
Excellent.
Awesome. So here we go.
You ready?
And like I said, they ship it just like that for you. I believe it's $5 extra. Get my keys or something.
Did you bring a knife?
Nah, I got my keys here.
Just use your teeth.
Yeah,
Use your teeth, Glenn.
Teeth are last resort.
Do you guys ever like open a bottle of beer with your teeth?
No.
Why? No.
I'm just asking.
All right, so I'm gonna open the box. I forgot what I claimed or what I ordered, so let's just I'll hold it up here. First one. Oh yeah. Very fitting after last week's episode. Original pressing of Off the Wall.
That's an original pressing?
Yeah, original from 1977.
Oh, I will get up and show your
When that album came out. Yeah, he wanted. I paid $40 for that.
Wow.
Wow.
And it's in good condition. You know, he has to put down what the condition of the sleeve is and the record.
Okay.
And this was NM Near Mint. So, yeah, there you go. Michael Jackson, Off the Wall.
Oh, because last week we had a Michael Jackson bobblehead.
I remember seeing this and nobody claimed it. He only wanted $8 for it. I'm like, I'll take it. Barry White.
What?
Stone Gone.
$8.
He only wanted $8 for that.
He probably goes to the thrift store and gets all these.
It's not, the cover's not in great condition. He wrote down that it's, it's actually comes apart.
Oh, really?
But, I mean, I got it for the music, man. I mean, it's got fucking never gonna give you up on here. I mean, just for that fucking song, I mean, I got it. And,
so you're a collector in the sense that you
play your vinyls.
Oh, yeah.
You don't just vacuum seal them and like store them.
Oh, no. I mean, I'm here to listen, I want to, hear some good shit. But yeah, I'm also a collector or whatever.
Is Barry White the one on that cartoon?
No, that's Isaac
Hayes.
Oh, sorry.
It was almost Barry White.
Really?
I think their original choice was Barry White, and there was a conflict, so they went with Isaac Hayes.
All right, so next one, and I already have a copy of this, but I just get them because
I gave you the original. Why'd you get another one?
Because this is an even better original. It's Let It Be. Another copy of Let It Be.
Yeah.
Is that your third one?
This is my third one. Yeah. It has a sticker on here that says 49 cents. I don't know what the hell that means.
You got it at a thrift store.
Probably.
And how much did you pay for that one?
I paid $30 for it.
Wow.
I gave you an original one. You didn't want that one?
Now I have two.
Yeah, but that one was
That's the whole
free.
point. I'm a collector, and
if I would have known, I would have got $30 from you for that. What I should have done is put it on.
I would have charged you $30 for the gift.
I gave him a bunch of Beatles. What I should have done is sold them all to him online, and they would have.
She gave me a lot of Beatles records, and they're like completely unplayable.
Oh, really? They are?
Yeah, completely unplayable.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
I still keep them because I don't know, just having the cover there and just having it, I don't know, is something.
Oh, they were ruined.
But I also have like a new copy of Abbey Road, a really crappy one, and an original one. It's kind of like the whole movie thing too, where I have a DVD version of it. If I really like it, that's what I'm gonna do. So that's what I got from Glenn's Vintage, just those three. And I wanted to bring something else. Oh, no, one more from Glenn's Vintage. One more.
Oh.
He only wanted $15 for this. And I said, why the hell not? Huey Lewis in the News, man. Sports. And here's the thing about this shit. It's still in the shrink wrap. Okay?
Yeah.
It's still in the shrink wrap. And it has the hype stickers on here. The original fucking hype stickers. To vinyl nerds, that's huge. If you've got those things on there, that's like gold. I mean,
Really?
this thing is not worth a lot of money or anything, but to me, it's like, fuck yeah, look at that. Music Market, $5.98. And Grammy nomination. It's got, featuring all these songs, all the great Huey Lewis and the News hits.
Oh.
And that's the only one I'll hold up to our awesome camera over there.
I
get a pretty good look at your shirt whenever you show it to the camera.
Yeah, maybe you should go up to the camera over there. Turn it around. You can see the Mexican.
Who wants to eat tacos?
Yeah.
That's what he's saying in T-Rex.
So anyways, yeah. And the condition of the record is just phenomenal. It's brand new, brand freaking new.
That is amazing. Are you going to be the first one who plays that record?
Perhaps. I mean, it's open. It's open.
All right.
And here's another thing that's so cool. The lyrics. The lyric sheet and all that stuff, all the original stuff. But the record itself is pristine. I'm guessing, somebody got it, somebody opened it, probably never played it, or it was probably a gift, back in 1984.
Shit.
And
I'll listen to it tomorrow.
I want a new drug, man. Come on. Heart and soul, man. So I got something else. Okay, that's from Glim's Vintage. I want to share one more thing.
All right.
And I know you're gonna love this one. The whole vinyl game, which I know a lot of people think maybe be getting out of hand or whatever, but I mean, vinyl sales are going up. People are re-releasing vinyl. Metallica did a thing with with Walmart, I believe, and so Target does the same thing sometimes. And I know it sounds corny, but they do limited editions or limited releases. So when stuff like this sells out, it's gone. So I was at Target 2 days ago, and I was like, look at that shit. I don't have a copy of this. I must have this. So Guns N' Roses. Appetite, baby. And like I said, look it's an exclusive limited edition translucent red vinyl, and I haven't looked at it yet. I thought I would unleash it here, but anyways, I know you can appreciate this, Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, it has look at that, the original art.
Has the original art, the lyrics in the back. And let's look at this vinyl. Oh, wow.
But did you know it was that color?
Yeah. Look at that, folks. No, they're not going to be able to see it up there.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, yeah, look at that. Pretty cool, huh?
That is so cool.
And I bet it sounds amazing, I can't wait to play this and just,
That is incredible.
But I like that Target is doing stuff like that, and I'm totally into it. And like I said, it's a limited edition release, so once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah.
And 20 years from now, it'll be a collectible. But anyways, there's my little vinyl moment, or whatever you want to call it.
It's a good moment, man.
Thank you.
That's worthy of its own little theme, sung-themed intro.
Okay, well, since you asked, thank you very much. Glenn's vinyl.
Oh, you're making a new song for your vinyl.
Maybe.
Okay.
I got lots of work to do.
Yeah, you do. So is this the end of our show?
No, it's not. Joe, do you still have any of your old music?
I mean, if you're talking about my cassettes or my CDs and such,
Yeah.
I think they're around here somewhere. Actually, one of my big fat CD wallets is propping up my second screen for my Avid. So,
oh, cool.
But I've kind of gone fluid with the way I handle my music media. So it's just really convenient for me to either if I need it, I can find it. I like that I can find any song, whatever song I want when and by just pulling it up, YouTube will never fail. Somebody has downloaded that song somewhere.
Yeah.
And if I ever want to do a deep dive, I have a subscription to Spotify. If they're part of their, if they're part of Spotify, then I can do a deep dive into their music. So, I kind of embrace the entire digital revolution. I don't even I haven't even shot on tape since like the early aughts. Everything I do now is digital.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean,
well, look at like tying into the vinyl. I love the fact that I can be at a record store, and I've done this. I'm like, I want this album, but I'm not sure if it's the one that I want. I'll just start streaming it. I mean, I'll listen to it.
Go.
I mean, I'll listen to the whole damn thing, and I'll be like, yeah, that's worth buying, or it's not. I mean, I've embraced everything because I remember you had the Police box set.
I love that Police box set. I still have it. It's probably under the bed, but the version that I listen to is on Apple Music.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I have it available. I mean, my phone's always on me. So if I ever, what just occurred to me is you probably have a really great system with like big speakers and all that to listen to.
They're not that big, but I mean, they're
you have
Yeah.
So one of those doesn't exactly exist in this house. I don't have a stereo. We got a TV. We got this, but music has been kind of a personal journey for the three of us. I feel. I suppose if we really want to play something loud, we can play it on the front TV, because I can get Spotify through there.
Yeah.
And if I do it back here, then I can just I can do it through.
Well, that's the new thing. That's the new thing. You can play your music through your phone through a smart speaker. I've played music through my TV a bunch of times, even though there's a turntable right next to me. I mean, because it's just so easy.
Now, do you prefer listening to the music through speakers or through headphones?
That's hard. It's an experience, both. I mean,
I prefer headphones.
Yeah.
Just because I can block just about everything out.
Mm-hmm.
Like I use these for when I cut, but they're really good at blocking everything out, and they've got really good sound on both ends. So
I mean, I like blasting, music loud. I used to listen to music on my earphones a lot when I was drinking a lot.
Okay.
And I don't know if there's any connection to that. I don't want to make a connection to that because I do like a nice set of the last ones I had were Bose, like a couple of Bose earbuds, which to me are the best. There's nothing more superior than that quality sound. Right. I mean, it's just awesome, and it's just there, and it shuts everything out. But I mean, I'll take music in all forms, live shows too.
Oh gosh, I haven't been to a live show in ages.
What was the last live show you went to?
Let me think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, what was it?
Guns N' Roses?
No. It's I mean, it's been a minute. You know what? It was the 9 Inch Nails Jane's Addiction show. God, was that in 2009? That was in 2009.
Okay.
I have not been to a live show.
Well, that's a hell of a last show to go to, man. I've never seen those two bands.
I mean, it was fantastic because I was 33. I'd already been working for a while. I had money saved, and the only people that were at this fucking concert were, a bunch of other aging Gen Xers. There weren't any fucking kids there really, and we could afford to sit close to Trent.
So cool.
That was kind of cool. So it's like, I'm at a concert and I'm a grown ass man. This is awesome.
That's cool.
But
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking forward to when am I going to take her to her first concert?
Yeah.
Like, how old is appropriate, first of all? Because I project a lot. I'm like, no, she's ready now. And, you know, my wife's like, you can't show her Texas Chainsaw Massacre. She's ready. Can't do it. So my wife balances me out. She grounds me on a lot of things. And, you know, for the most part, she's right. I got to wait a couple years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think the same is going to go with her first live show experience. And by that point, she might have an idea of who she wants to see, as opposed to me like throwing ideas out there and shit.
Yeah. I mean, I always hear stories. Oh, my first concert was Judas Priest. I was 5 years old. My dad took me. Things, shit like that. Yeah, you might want to wait till she starts liking somebody and she says, you know, Dad, I really want to go see Selena Gomez or something.
I mean, I guess I'll do it.
You know, or whatever. I've always been going to shows. The last show I went to was, I think, December of 19. It was the Black Keys and Modest Mouse.
That's fun.
At the Forum.
Okay. Oh wait, did I? Shit.
I'm sure
you know what. No, I went to the Palladium, but I don't remember who the fuck I saw. I went with a buddy. Like a buddy had like extra tickets. We went in, and it was like a real loose kind of casual thing. That would have been after 2009, but that wasn't something planned. We're like, oh, I bought the tickets in fucking April and we're going in August, and you know, counting down the days and all that shit. But live music is important. I mean, you just fucking love
it's
live
that
music.
whole 2020 when people bought tickets to events and they couldn't even go.
Yeah.
I actually did buy tickets to an event for 2020 and we just got our money back. It was oh my God, I don't even remember the name of the festival. It was an 80s festival. Okay. Long Beach. Oh my God, I want to say like the Just Like Heaven Festival or something like that, with like a lot of 80s groups were going to be there, and Morrissey was going to close the show. Anyways, yeah, that got canceled. We just got our money back. But yeah, I can't wait to go see another show. We might go see Morrissey in Vegas. And I can't wait for like tours to start coming back and all that kind of shit. But anyways, you know, I was telling you earlier, you know, how I dove headfirst into this whole culinary industry and, you know, turned myself into a pastry chef and did everything I said I was going to do. And yeah, there was this one particular restaurant in Venice Beach that I worked at. It's called Joe's. And I was a pastry chef there. And I get a message from the hostess. Hostess comes over and she says, you know, there's somebody on the phone right now and they say that they really, really love your ice cream. Is it possible for them to, you know, pick up some to go? You know, can you sell them some? It's actually for his mom's birthday. And I said, sure. And I was like, consulted like one of the sous chefs. And I said, you know, how much should I sell it for? You know, maybe $12 for the quart or something. And it's like, yeah, $10, 10 bucks is good. I mean, it's homemade ice cream, you know, I would make all the ice cream. And so we ended up selling it for like $10 a quart. And she says, okay, let me go tell him. And she comes back and she's like, okay, he'll be here tomorrow morning to pick it up. Here's his name and his phone number. And it was just like a 310 phone number and the name Charlie Johnson.
Okay.
Or Charlie McCarthy, something like that. And I was like, okay. So it was just like a little Post-it note. So I put it up on my station, made the ice cream, spun it, and left it for the morning person because I didn't get in there till around 2 in those days. So all that goes on, all that happens, and I come in the next day, you know, casual start my day, and then, oh, did the person come in for that ice cream? And everybody just stops. Oh, shit. Yeah, man. It was Jack Black. oh, really? And he was like, yeah, it was Jack Black. And I'm like, there was something about that name, like that fake name,
Charlie McCarthy.
Charlie McCarthy.
Do you know who Charlie McCarthy is?
Wasn't he a puppet?
Charlie McCarthy was Edgar Bergen's
Dummy,
puppet
right?
With the top hat and the monocle.
Yeah, it's a fucking little fucking puppet.
Charlie McCarthy.
So yeah, I didn't get a chance to meet him, but that was fun, you know, little things like that.
Well, listen, guys.
Yes,
I gotta get my kid to bed.
Yeah,
we
gotta wrap this show up.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Wait, that's all.
thank you for watching. Joe, there's so much more we could talk about. Let's do this again.
I will come back anytime you invite me, friend.
All right, man.
All right.
Thank you. Good seeing you, man. You look great.
Thanks,
I told you before, your family's beautiful.
Thank you very much, Gracie. Thank you so much. You look fantastic. I can't wait to see what color your hair is next time.
All
right.
And thank you very much, Joe. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I'm Glenn the Baker.
I'm Gracie, the female comedian. Bye.
Don't let you move! I'm taking this bus to Cuba! Drop that gun! It's the FBI!